right, you are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So it was the last show tonight. Perth has wrapped up, and it was a good one. I got humming towards the end there. The start of the fucking festival was a nightmare, but good crowd tonight, good people. A couple of loyal listeners came out. It's been good meeting all the Perth listeners. Fuck, you've showed me some love. People dropping off fucking drugs. People taking me for a spin. A listener dropped a book. Matt, shout out to Matt for fucking giving me a book. I'll review it when I read it. So yeah, it fucking finished. Things were flowing much better towards the end there. I was actually having a bit of fun on stage, loosening up. It took three. It took 3 long, hard fucking bombs to get through it. I actually got a review from my first night. They published it fucking yesterday. I read it. I'll read it out tomorrow. I haven't got the functions to read it out tonight. So after the show, me and Mark O'Keefe, go see Mark O'Keefe's show. It's called Full Blown Irish. He's been opening for me the whole time here. So after the gig, I had those 3 little caps that Scotty fucking dropped off for me. And I didn't want to throw them in the bin. I didn't exactly want to take them either. But I was like, I'm not throwing them in the bin. That's crazy. That's just disrespectful. So I took them out with me. There was 3. There was a little bit in each one. Scott said, if you want to have a good time, take all 3. So I was like, all right, I'll take 1. I'll give 1 to Mark. We'll see how it goes, and I'll leave the other 1 in my pocket. So me and Mark took a cap each, smoked some darts, had a chat, then fucking walked down to meet Ronnie, the Mad Irishman. Fuck, he's such an entertaining cunt. Me and Mark were walking down to Sir Henry's for the sole purpose just to sit and listen to Ronnie. So he was there, luckily. So we sat down and fucking listened. That cunt just goes off. He just holds court and he just runs the show. It's so fucking cool. Proper gypsy salesman. Fucking great. So we're sitting there and smoking darts, and not much is going on with this MD. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll have the second one. Took it in the toilet and didn't really notice anything going on until we left. And then I jumped on the fucking scooter and I could barely scoot. I was really struggling to even turn the scooter on. So there's these fucking Beam and Neuron scooters around the city. You just fucking scan and then just fly off at 25 k's an hour. No helmet, just ripping around. So I managed to make it back to the hotel, and then I got here and I was like, I am in no fucking condition to be doing a podcast for at least like an hour or 2 hours. So here we are now, 2 hours later, and I'm getting it done, baby. I am getting it done. With a little bit of difficulty, I will say that. I'm not feeling my sharp self. The 5 minutes is feeling a little bit tougher than it normally is, but we're going to push through. I mean, it wasn't like a heavy MD experience, but there was definitely a vibe going on. There was definitely a point where I was like, if I tried to talk now, it's not going to be good. It's possibly still not good, but I do feel on the back end of it. I had a fucking double green tea, so that perked me up a little bit. And I haven't been sleeping till 5 a.m. since I've been here. So I'm looking at the clock on this every, what I feel like is like 2 or 3 minutes, and it's moved exactly 10 seconds each time. Jesus Christ, I just looked at it again. Whenever I do this now, it's always like, it's never like, fuck yeah, let's get on the fucking MD. It's like, all right, I'll take a little bit and then fucking tomorrow I'll just feel like shit. It's never like fucking let's party boys. It's like, all right, what else is there to do? Give me some MD. It's almost not worth doing. That's what I meant. And now in the back of my head, I'm like, my kid's starting to get older. He's almost 9, and his friends have like free reign on like iPads and shit like that. They can search shit. They know what's going on. So now I've got to worry about that. Like these little cunts searching up my podcast, listening to it and hearing that I fucking did a cap of MD. And then they work out what that is. First they need to work out what that is. And then they tell their parents. And then they pull me aside. Like, are you a drug addict? I'm like, no. I'm an alcoholic that fucking doesn't drink. So sometimes I take a drug every now and then. I can't even remember the last time I took anything. Probably ayahuasca. I think ayahuasca was the last time. That's probably bad enough in itself, is it? You what? You went to Peru solely to take ayahuasca? I'm sorry, my son can't play with your son anymore. No, it's more for my son. I don't want him fucking getting wind of any of this shit. Anyway, fucking whatever the clock is saying, I don't give a fuck. My mouth is getting too dry to talk. I'll be leaving Perth tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Fucking, it's the worst. 3:30 p.m. I leave here. It's a 5-hour flight, and you add 3 hours on top, so I don't get in till midnight. So I'll get in there midnight, and then fucking lone soldier home. Anyway, fucking Perth's been great. That'll do for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later.